Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela. I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady and welcome back to today's video. Warning, if you're in the UK, you might end up spending some money, but you may not. So be warned. Enable alert, enable alert. Come on, let's go and see what I'm talking about today. So before we start today, if you could do me a massive favour, can you please make sure that you are subscribed, you've clicked the bell, and of course you go to in the little drop down menu and make sure that subscription's open and you don't miss any future videos. Right, okay, now I am using new editing software today. I'm also using a new camera setup, so if you see me staring at the ceiling, just know it's because I'm trying to check to make sure that the recording section is done correctly. I will try my utmost to edit where possible so it doesn't notice, but we never know with me how my brain is going to work. Right, okay, so today's breaking news is the fact that Aldi have their yarn event coming up on Thursday the 14th of September. If you see any of the yarns that you like and you want to get in there early, you are of course able to jump onto their website, if you're in the UK that is, and purchase them to be delivered to your house. The only thing is, it means that you cannot squidge them or double check the colours before they arrive. But it also does mean that as of Thursday, when you do your food shop, you can sneak a couple 100 grams in or a couple of bags underneath the pizza boxes so the family don't realise until they've unpacked the shopping. Right, so now I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to show you what they're showing on site, on their website. Now, they're, how to word it properly, there doesn't seem to be a great deal on the website at the moment. We may find that there is more yarns in store and it'll just be store dependent on what colours you can actually purchase. As to basically what you can get. Right, come on, and let's jump over to that other screen and we'll have a nose. Okay, so here we go, and this is what they've got in their hobbies and craft section this week. I'm going to cheekily open all the windows of all of the yarns, and of course fat quarters. There's not actually that many there for us to look through, but hopefully there may be something that you like and you want to grab. I should have really done this before. Right, that's it. That's them there, done. Right, okay, so the first item... What? Okay, the first item they have is the So Crafty a rainbow and ombre yarn. Yes, I went what? Because it's $1.29. I'm going to have to go back on my videos and check because I don't remember it actually being that cheap. But I have only purchased it the once, right at the beginning of lockdown in 2020. So... you never know. Let's have a quick look at the colours on this one. Look at those. They're really nice autumnal colours, and they seem to have the same colours working through most of the sets. There we go. So I think they could, will you stop doing that? I think they could, in theory, work really nicely together. Right, how do I get out of here? Yeah, I told you, I'm still learning. There we go. And I won't cut this unless I really have to. Right, okay, so the brand is So Crafty, the product is yarn. It's 100 grams. in a cake format. The material is 100% acrylic and 20% wool. That's why I don't buy it. I've got an intolerance to their wools. The washing machine is temperature is 30 degrees. They've got a little bit of a write-up here, but this is pretty much the same write-up minus swapping out the colours of the yarns that they have on all of them. They're stating that you need to use a 5mm needle. When I used it, I was using a 3.5 because that was the only one I had. And then mine was a crochet hook, and that's really tight going. So I can't really give you any more updated specs on that. I suppose I could pull it out, stick a pair of rubber gloves on, and do up a swatch of the one that I have under the table hiding, because I was trying to make a jumper using a very thick stitch to start with on a very small hook with a thick yarn. Put it like this, I put it over the top of myself, and it was like wearing a thermal blanket. So if it ever snowed, yes, it would be good, but for wearing it for anything else, no, not at all. But that was right at the beginning of the crochet journey. I know a bit better now, well, most of the time. Right, the next item they have is these beautiful autumn fall fabric fat quarters. Let's enlarge. Okay, so as you can see, the top section has some gingham styles and then some beautiful leaf patterns. The middle one has a more pumpkin Halloweeny vibe because there are a couple there that have pumpkins in them. Stop it. I thought I had it. I didn't. The last one though, that's clearly not a Halloween theme there. That's quite, I don't know, would you call it summery? Tell me in the description box and down below. I've only ever bought one pack of fat quarters and they're still sitting on my shelf. I still haven't got around to using them. But the fat quarters that I bought actually had a bag pattern attached to it. So at some point I need to get behind this table and pull out my sewing machine. Remember how to thread it all up and then start. But let's go back. The fat quarters are $3.99 per pack. They're 100% cotton. The pack size, now what they've got here is they've said water lilies has 5, water lilies 5, sunflowers 5, autumn green 6, autumn orange 6. Not quite too sure there. Shall I read it again? Water lilies 5, sunflowers 5, autumn green 6, autumn orange 6. See what happens when you read it first before reading it out aloud. It makes life a bit easier. Right, they're saying it's a great way to keep yourself busy with the So Crafty fat quarters. They offer you the perfect addition to your hobby, made from 100% cotton. These fabric bundles are ideal for patchwork. The quarters only does not include any stuffing or padding not sold at Aldi. In other words, they don't normally bring in stuffing and padding. Customers ensure that other components and or compositive materials, including any stuffing used inside finished product used in conjunction with the quarters, comply with the Furniture and Furnishings Fire Safety Regulations 1998. This is a new warning that they've put out. I wonder if they're going to do it with any of their yarns. In the UK, some new regulations have come into light, which means that we need to make sure that if we're making something to be sold, that we follow certain fire and safety regulations when it comes to materials. So if you was making a handbag solely out of this, or a blanket, then those are the fire safeties you would need to consider. If you were making a soft toy, on the other hand, you have to delve a bit deeper, because the rules on soft toys are a lot harsher, because of course they want to ensure that any child that gets their hands on it will be safe. And the problem that we now have with Aldi is because they source their products from all over the world, the paperwork trail does not help us creators. So when it comes to us saying, is this compliant with this rule, that rule for stuffed toys, they come back and say, I'm sorry, we cannot tell you because we don't know which factory it was made at. Yeah, cheers for that. So remember, if you are planning to use these products for soft toys, don't. Okay, the next item up is the So Crafty Chunky Yarn. I've picked it up in the store before now and felt it and then put it back. It didn't really interest me. I did buy one, but I actually handed that out to a fellow crazy because I know she works with chunkier yarn. So I sent it to her as a prize because she won a giveaway. But here we've got the 3 colours that they have available. Okay, it's 100% acrylic. Oh, I didn't tell you the price. It's £1.29 per ball. Sounds about right. It's 100% acrylic, wash at 30, and it's approximately 100 grams. Do they tell us the colours? Well, it shows it on screen, you daft donut. I'm talking to me, by the way. Okay, so we've got a gold. We have a cream. And the last one is moss. Okay, so that's got a lot of colour variance in it there, if you can see. We've got some greens, but we've also got what looks like a bit of a rust colour. And that could be quite cute, depending on what it's made into. Right, let's jump on to the next one. It's the So Crafty double knit yarn. These are £1.29 each. They used to sell these in packs of 4 for £3.99. So now they're ripping open the packet because they can, and they're selling them at a higher price. Cheers for that, Aldi. Right, so the colour options that they have available showing on their website is a blue, a magenta, and what is that third one? The third one is a warm red. Oh, what do I think? What do I think? Don't get me wrong, that blue looks lovely, but that on screen to me personally, it's looking like a midnight blue. The red could have been a poppy red, the original poppy red, because of course the first year I made them, that's where I grabbed some of the yarn from. Of course I now can't use that for poppy red, so don't send me any. Staying clear of Aldi, as I've said before. But the warm red, I don't know, to me that doesn't look too red. It looks more of an orange undertone. But until you get it in natural light, you're never going to know, are you? Right, so the next set of colours they've got up is the So Crafty baby yarn. These are £1.29 each. And here they have them in a, let me have a look, a sage, a terracotta, and a lilac. Okay. Now, that, as I said, these are the 3 colours that they're showing that are in that are on their website. More colours could be in store because sometimes some of the stores go, oh, let's throw in last year's stock. So you never know, you might be lucky there if you're looking to colour match a colour from a project where you run out of yarn. I say it like that because I did, but I've never managed to colour match it now, have I? I'm not doing any more to that one. Right, so the brand, of course, is So Crafty, and the yarn weight is 100 grams approximately. It's 100% polyester chenille finish, and the wash temperature is 30 degrees. Oh, the yarn packaging is now plastic free. Good on you, Aldi. Pretty chuffed with that. Right, so the craft is super soft. Works with crochet and knitting. Includes a free cushion pattern. Choose from dark brown terracotta, light brown ochre, I think that is, sage, blue, yellow, lilac, white, dark green, and taupe. I wish, have they shown all the colours? Oh, yes, Angela. How about you click through, you daft donut? Okay, so there we have the terracotta. Then we move on to the sage. We move on to the lilac. There's the dark green. There's a taupe. A blue. An ochre, or however it's said. And then the yellow. And then, of course, they've got a white as well. And a very arty-farty photo at the end. Right, let's move on to the So Crafty Aran yarn. Okay, so really I need to click down to check to see what the colours are. It's only taken me to the end of the video to realise this, mind. So I might have to open the other ones up just to double check for you. Right, now these are priced in at $1.29 each. We'll come back to the yarns in yarn colours in a second. There is 75% acrylic, 25% wool, 30% 30 degrees Celsius if you're washing them, and it's a 100-gram ball. Okay, so we've got a few colours to play with here. Sorry about this. Normally I cut all this out, don't I? Why has it gone so large on the top of the screen? I don't need the search bar, bog off. Right, but anyway, let's get back to the colours. We have got the berry, a dusty blue, cinder, that's pretty, the sea green, and a pale blush. And there, of course, is the arty-farty photo at the end, showing all the different colourways within the yarns that they have, which is normally the pictures that are used in the magazines. And so then you have to have another quick nose through the catalogue to then find out. Right, so I missed out on seeing if there were any more colours of that one, and I missed out on that one. Right, okay, so let's check the photos. Right, again, this one is £1.29. It's the Rainbow and Ombre yarn cake. This is the one with the wool mix in it. There is the Rainbow Rust, Warm Chestnut, Mellow Mist, oh, Harvest, Stop Jumping, and an Autumn Leaves. So they have one that's reds. Sabrina, reds. Okay, and again the same photo to end off. Right, the So Crafty Chunky, $1.29. Remember, all the details were put further back in the video. We've got a gold, cream, moss, the sage I didn't show you before, the rust I think I've shown you, and they also have a chocolate. There we go. Right, so I've just brought you back to the yarns that I think we may have missed looking at all the colours because I just looked at the first picture. Stupid Poppy. Right, but anyway, let's jump in. Now this one was the So Crafty Aran, priced in at $1.29. They have got the, let's do that, the berry, followed by a dusky blue, a cinder, and this one here is sea green, then we have the pale blush, and that is the photograph that they use to advertise the yarns in their pamphlets. Right, moving on. This one is the So Crafty Chunky yarn, priced at $1.29. And let's have a nose at those photos. Right, we have got a gold. Is it gold or more of a mustard yellow? Then we have a cream. Now this one was the one that I pulled up earlier. I think this is really quite a strange colourway, or a nice colourway. It's a base colour of green, but it has what looks like a rusty brown put over the top of it. I wonder how that would look worked up. Not interested in doing it myself, mind. Okay, and then we move on to a beige, a rust. Didn't I already show that one? I don't know. And then ending with the chocolate. There we go. So that is those weighted yarns. Now it's quite rare for us to actually get our hands on a chunky yarn this chunky. So be warned, here's chunky. You're gonna need a big hook. Right. The other thing that Aldi do is also their kits. Now I haven't tried either of these kits. Okay. So, oh. No, I'll just do it backwards. Sorry, I'd already pre-recorded this bit, but it turned out I forgot to click the button, so you wouldn't have seen the screen, you'd have just seen my face. But they've got these two kits available. Let's just, if I click up, let's reset. There we go. Oh, cripes. There we go. Sorry, not two. They've got 3 kits available for you. Okay, now the first one up is a woven art. This does look interesting, although it isn't something that interests me enough to go and buy it. Although the price here is only £2.99, so it's not a bad price as maybe getting it for a kid for a stocking filler for Christmas. Just be warned that you may need to add more supplies to this. Okay, so raid your stash and get some little cute gems and things, and just so that they've got a bag of extras just in case you need it Christmas Day. Right, now let's read up about this kit. It's an arts and craft kit, according to them. Bonus. Keep the kids entertained with this fantastic craft kit by Make. Spark their creative flair for hours of fun, and you'll have something exciting and useful to show for your work, suitable for various school levels. Craft, create and inspire. Follow the step-by-step instructions. Great rainy day activity choose, and then they tell you about the other items that they have in the set. So let's scoot back up to the photo. That is what it's meant to look like when it's finished. And here are your supplies. So you've got a pink and a blue, a black, what looks like a possible twine, some fluffy-ish yarn, and of course the book and the hoop. And as I've said before, it's always a good idea to buy some extra of any supplies you think you may need, or to make it step up a little bit for an extra special adventure, basically, because some of these kits don't always have enough supplies in them. If you click the I button up here at the end of this video, or whenever, and open it in a separate tab, I will take you through to my yarn, my kit review, where I made some amigurumi kits from Aldi's. They are older ones, so you can't get your hands on them anymore. And I talk you through all the issues that I had with those. Well, you'd have to search around the whips and bits around that time when that one went up, mind, because I told you more in those videos, but I basically gave you the basics. Right, so let's move over to the next one. The next one is a friendship bracelets. Learn 4 different designs. This one is also priced at £2.99, and it's the same write-up. They just changed a couple of words. So let's have a look at what you get inside. Right, so you've got the board, so that you've got somewhere to put your yarn and things. Weaving board, I think they called it. You've got some different coloured flosses. You've got some beads, you've got a darning needle, and of course you've got your instruction leaflet. Right, we'll then move on to make your own beaded jewellery. This is a school level 1, and it makes 3 bracelets. This is also priced in at $2.99, and the write-up's the same. Right, so let's have a look at what you're actually getting in this kit. Right, you're getting 4 tubes of beads. They don't tell you how many in the write-up or anything like that. Or do they? Let's have a quick flick. No. Okay. So in the write-up itself, what you see is what you're getting. So you're getting an instruction manual, you're getting some findings, you're getting it's either going to be string or a plastic style rope. And then of course you're getting some beads in 4 different colours. If the kids were sensible, they'd raid the family craft room, because I'm sure we've probably all bought bindings and beads over time and we can find some string. But at $2.99 it's a concealed kit, keeps them out your craft room, unless you want to, I don't know, palm them off with some stuff that you don't want. Right, the next item up is a rainbow wrap. The skill level is 1. This is still priced in at $2.99. Yep, and it's still the same write-up. Okay, let's have a look at what's inside the kit. Okay, so this time round we have got our book, within our instructional book. We've got what looks like some rope. We've got 4 different colours of a yarn, and then we've got some edging, some pom-pommy style edging, I suppose. Okay, so, and that is what is included in that kit. I wonder if it would actually make that, you could make that item look as good as in the photo. We'd probably do it better. We'd probably swap out half the materials. Right, now the last one is clay jewellery. Again, this one is priced in at $2.99. The skill level on this is 1. So let's see what's inside. Right, so inside this, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just going to click the photo button to look. Duh. Right. Inside this kit, we have clay making instructions, what looks like a possible cutter or scraper, some more different shaped cutters, 3 types of polymer clay, 2 needles, some findings, and what looks like some elastic bands. Will they have anything more in the write-up? No. Oh, they really need to help us out a bit. It's probably written on the box, but of course I can't scan in and read that 100%. I am a little bit interested in this one, I will be honest. Oh, there we go. It has got it written on the front. Right, we've got clay, polymer clay in 3 colours, a clay roller, clay cutter, jump rings, stud earring findings, waxed cotton cord, needle and instructions, but it only makes 1 set of earrings. If you go to the range at the back, they've got a polymer clay section, hundreds of colours at a good price. Okay, you'd be getting a big chunk, but it also means you'd be able to make a heck of a lot more than 1. And we'll probably be able to find tutorials here on YouTube, but let's skip through to the next. That is the thing. The last one is a bath fizzlers. So it's skill level and it makes 2. And let's have a look and upsize the image. Oh, yeah, wrong way. Told you I'm getting used to this. Right, inside the kit it's a base, a blend, colour blend, fragrance, a round mould, a spoon, gloves and instructions. So let's scoot out back again. Where am I going? What have I done here? Yeah, so that's that. I don't know what's happened here. Oh yeah, there we go. Right. So where did we get to? Give me a second and I'll be back. Is that even paused? Right, so I'm back. Took me a little while. So let's see if they're showing us, oh, the polymer clay we've done. Now we're on to the bath fizzers. So what you get in your bath kit is this, so that you've even got a cool pair of rubber gloves. Okay, $2.99, not a bad idea, even if it just means that you end up with the mould. What I want to know though is that mould reusable? Okay, is there any other kits? No, I don't think there is. I think that is it for the kits. Yep, that is it for the kits. So let's pause. Right, so that's it. That's what they've got for the Aldi yarn event this time round. How can I put this politely? That's really disappointing. Normally there is 2 variations of the around cakes. Sort of 2 completely different colourways, I should say, of the round cakes in 3 different colours. Then they've normally got smaller cakes with little pom-poms on for individual hats for kids. And then there's normally at least 6 DK colours, 6 Aran weights, and of course some really silly pom-pommy yarn or something. But there's normally a stupid yarn that you look at and go, do I really have to buy that? But this time round it does seem an exorbitantly smaller event. There doesn't seem to be any buttons, needles, or any of the other findings, or even a set of crochet hooks or knitting needles. Nothing like that has appeared on the website this time round. So it's looking like we're definitely going to have to take a trip out on Thursday to have a look and see if there's any differences. Fingers crossed I'll be able to do that video for you. I'm not going to promise anything though, but pop a comment in the comment section down below if you really want to be that nosy and have a look at a local Aldi. Right, that is it for me for today. I will see you all really soon. Please remember, stay chilled, stay happy and keep crafting. Goodbye everybody.